Hello crew, here we are at Parihoa Gym. So it's a friend's gym. That great place to be in the lockdown, right? So anyway, so we have a lot of equipment around, but we don't need anything. We just need just your body weight, so you can do this workout at home in just in a square meter. So I'm gonna explain you the session that we're doing today, which is the HIIT and core. It's a functional session. Remember, what we're trying to do in this session is bring the cardio up and burn as many calories as we can. So this is gonna take about between 35 and 45 minutes, depending on how long you rest in between exercises and in between the series. So I'm gonna run through one round of it. I'm not gonna do the full thing, and then I'm gonna ask you to repeat it, 2 or 3 times if you get the chance. So ideally, we're gonna go for 3 rounds. Remember, the last round is when we make the difference. So we're gonna get started straight away into the warm-up. So we're gonna start warming up right the shoulders into those arm circles. Right, so we're gonna go for 10 one way, 10 the other way to start. Right, once done, right, we're gonna go for the forward leg swing. So pretty much swinging the leg, trying to maintain the hips aligned, and see if you can bring the leg up until you find the stretch on that hammy. So 10 on one, and then 10 on the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so then we have the run and stretch. So what we do is pretty much we get into a high plank position. Right, remember to squeeze the tummy, activating your core, and then we bring the leg into here, and then we rotate the upper body, and then we go for the other side, bringing the leg, rotating. We go 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, here what we're doing, of course, stretching the glutes, rotating as much as you can. 6, 7, 8, and the last 2, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Last one of this warm up, right? We're gonna get into the 500 hip circle. So pretty much what we do is we get into a table position, and then we mobilize the hip, and we go for 10 on one. Right, activating those glutes in here, activating your tummy so we don't overarch the lower back as we move the leg. Right, we maintain your tummy nice and tight. So otherwise you start arching and using the back. Right, this way. You can go the other way as well, mixing up 5 on 5 as we normally do. Right, at least 2 rounds of this circuit. That's gonna get you your body temperature up and your joints warm up. Right, for what we're doing next. We get into the first high intensity exercise, which is, right, the favorites, burpees. We're gonna be doing 30 seconds of one high intensity exercise, and then we're gonna be actively recovery using one of the tummy exercises for 45 seconds. So the first one is the burpees. We get started in 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Right, option for the burpees. You can go for an easy version, which is just a push-up on your knees, and then you stand up, and then you come up if you don't want to have any impact on your body. And you can go for a full push-up, bring it in, jumping up a little bit, or you can go for the full-on burpee, which will be push-up, bring it in, coming up, bring it in, coming up. Right, if you can try to keep your pelvis off the floor, so you get that tummy to work when you land and when you bring the legs. Right, we've got about 30 seconds. Once you're done, we take a few seconds, and then we get into a V up. Right, V up is sitting, right, from there, and then up. Right, we are creating that V shape. We're trying to keep your lower back nice and flat, and trying to reach your toes. If you find it too hard, right, you can bend the legs and lean forward a little bit. The important thing is maintaining your ribs close to the pelvis, as we normally do, so we get the tension on the tummy and it doesn't go into the lower back. Right, if you can, of course, extending, coming up, increasing the intensity. Right, trying to get the last 10 seconds. Excellent. Squeeze that belly. Coming up. 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Right, just a few seconds. As soon as you're ready, we get into the squat jumps. So ideally resting no more than 15 seconds before we get into the squat jumps. So coming down into a squat position. And then if you don't want to jump, that's all good. You can just do normal squats, making sure that you push your knees out and you keep your chest forward. You can go with your hands in the front, your heels on the ground. Right, we're doing 30 seconds. And if you can, of course, adding the jump. Right, just to increase intensity. Cool, so whenever we got those 30 seconds done, then we got active recovery into another core exercise, which is a sit-up. So pretty much, we go back into here, and we go for a full sit-up, which you can do the full range of motion if you can, but if you can't, that's fine. Right? We just go into an upper abdominal crunch. Of course, if you have a weight and you're going to increase the intensity of this, right, grabbing a weight, probably not on the first round, but if you're on the second round, grab a weight, bring it on top, or keep your hands up towards the ceiling, just to make it a lot harder. Right, 45 seconds of that, and then we move into the box jump. So actually we need a little box. I'm going to grab this one, we got in here. Right, even this doesn't have to be a box, could be anywhere that you can actually jump on it. If you have a box, even better, right? And then we're gonna jump on the box. Of course, if you can't have any impact, if you find it too risky, we try to step up with the box. Somehow we get up into the box. But if you can, we're gonna jump on it. So we get into a squat, hop, jumping up, down. Beautiful. So, moving into the plank to push. We get the push. Box away from here. And we get into a plank position. Right, so you go forearms on there, pushing, tucking the pelvis, the plank to push. Right, nice to engage your tummy and also those triceps and your shoulders. Right, alternating which arm comes up first. Yeah, so alternating one, then you go the other one. Just to make it even. And we have 45 seconds on this one. Right, nice and flat. Remember to tuck the pelvis in on every plank, activating the tummy. If you find it too hard, just hold it there. If you find any back pain, drop the knees, but really focus on maintaining the pelvis tight. Under. Right, on completion of those 45 seconds. Right, we're moving to the next one. What we got, have a look at the up. And body weight alternating lunge jump. Right, easy option. We get into the step back lunge, and if you can, of course, incorporating that jump. Right, bringing that intensity up. Remember to maintain those knees aligned with your toes, going nice and deep, your chest forward, and alternating for those 30 seconds full on, bringing that cardio up, and then we're gonna be recovering actively, of course, into the bicycle crunch. So pretty much we sit on the floor, right, and we get into a rotational movement. So engaging your legs and trying to go with the elbow to the external part of the knee, engaging the tummy. Right, we're trying to go for 45 seconds. If you find it too hard, just drop your legs on the floor and we go from there. Right, because the important thing is actually focusing on the rotation, and again, as we are into a V-sit or into this holding position, we want to make sure that the tummy is doing the work and not your lower back. So safely, I'm working on the tummy from here or from here, up to you. Right, 45 seconds. Then, right, we got to run it in place. So this is we're gonna try to bring the intensity up. So you can either go from here, right, you're able to pick it up, 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 pick it up. As much as you can, right, fast as you can. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Beautiful. Right, 30 seconds of that. You're gonna run out of breath, and then we're We're gonna recover actively into a glute bridge. So back into the floor, right, we push on the heels, bringing the pelvis up, hands on the side, and what we're trying to do here, think about, so we are tucking the pelvis in to flatten the lower back, so all the tension goes into the glutes, into the hammies, a little bit on your tummy, and nothing into the lower back. And you can hold from there, breathing. And this is pumping up. We got 45 seconds just to recover actively as we focus on the tension of the glutes. And when you finish, right, you go to the next one, which is the jumping jack. I think it is jumping jack. Yeah. Right, option for this one. So we can go in and out. Right, picking the tempo up. Right, next level of this, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, next level of that, watch out. Until we get those 30 seconds done, and then we go into the core recovery, doing cross body mountain climbers. So into the floor, so hand below the shoulders, pushing, tucking the pelvis, and bringing the knees across. Again, now here we are focusing on the rotation. So the rotation comes from the pelvis, trying to reach the opposite arm. Right, squeezing the tummy, allowing the pelvis to rotate. Nice one. Bring it in until we get those 45 seconds. If it gets too much, drop the knees, breathe, and then keep it going, right? Remember that the goal here is trying to maintain your heart rate up by actively recovering. We got the last couple of exercises, team. We got the pike push-up. Right, body weight push-up, quite hard, this variation. What we're trying to do is we get into the downward dog position, lift the bump up, straightening your back, and then from there, right, we push, right, engaging those shoulders, trying to maintain your chest out, your shoulders back. Right, if you find it too hard, right, just go for a normal push-up. Right, and you can do it from the knees. Right, don't worry, the goal is just to get the push, boom, and down. Yeah. So we're going to do 30 seconds of normal push-up or the pike push-up, and then we complete with a wall sit. Right, any wall that you find around the place. I'm going to go into this one. So pretty much, probably coming a little bit closer so people can see what we're doing. So we're just sitting here, thank you. Getting your toes pointed straight ahead, following that alignment, we just sit and we hold the tension, actively recovering. So your core is activated, trying to push your lower back against the wall, and you can work on the posture as well by rotating your palms facing back, so facing at the front, so you get the external rotation of the shoulders, so we open up the chest, head back, chin in, and we breathe. 30 seconds on there, and that's the whole first round done, team. So the invitation is for you to do 2 more rounds of this, which is going to take you whatever it takes. It doesn't matter, right? Remember, the goal is to bring the heart rate up into one high intensity exercise and then actively recovering into that tummy work. The other invitation for you today is to share your comments, share your feelings about the workout, whatever you want to share. The Health Coaches Community Group, especially now during lockdown, is just to share whatever we feel. Of course, all the fitness, nutrition, and well-being related content that you also think that other people should be interested in, right? So have a beautiful day and see you tomorrow on the next video.